Hi friends, it's Ivy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a recap of my top 10 books I failed to read in 2019. Let you know if I read them in 2020 or if I failed again in 2020. Spoiler, I failed. So I'll leave the original video linked down below so you guys can check that out if you want to. But starting off with the list, the first book I had on the list was The Secret History by Donna Tartt, which I will put right here. And I definitely did not get to this book. It is a dark academia book and it's kind of a long one, so I think that's kind of one of the reasons why I ended up not picking it up. I really wanted to read it in October, but that clearly didn't happen. The next book on this list is Digg by A.S. King, and I did in fact start this book. I did. I made it about 30% through and then I lost interest in the story, not because it was bad. So I technically DNF'd this one, but I didn't DNF this book because I didn't like it. I just didn't finish because I just kind of lost interest in the story. It's kind of a character driven, slow burn story and I just wasn't in the mood for something like that, so I just set it to the side. And it actually was one of the books that I had planned to finish before 2020 ended, so that was a failure as well, but it's fine. It's fine. Next book I wanted to read was Finale by Stephanie Garber. This is the final book in the Caraval trilogy and I really should have read this book a really long time ago, so this is a big utter failure, but I mean, it is what it is. It's because I needed to recap Caraval and Legend something before I went into Finale, and I never recapped, so I never picked this one up. But I do hope to get to it soon because it is a very fantastical, whimsical story and I really want to know what the ending is going to be. For the fourth book on the list, it was A Curso, Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer, and I did in fact read this and I did give it 5 out of 5 stars. I read this book I think maybe in January or February, so I started out the year pretty good. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling and the ending is a shocker. It was so good and I really do need to pick up the sequel. I actually checked it out from the library and then I never read it, so whoops. But yay, a book on the list I did read. The next book I did not read was Nevernight by Jay Kristoff, and this is an adult fantasy series about an assassin who is raised in the Red Church, I think, and it is a very vulgar series from what I hear, which is something that I think I would like. I just have not been picking up a lot of big adult fantasy books because they have been taking me a long time to read, and when I do try to pick them up, I want to say it doesn't go well. Some of them have went well, some of them have not. So Nevernight, hopefully I get to it soon. And again, another big fantasy book I did not pick up was Elantris by Brandon Sanderson, and I honestly don't even remember what this book is about. I think it's about like multiple worlds or linear worlds or something like that. I can't remember, but I really did want to pick that one up. The next book I did pick up, and that is What Should Be Wild, and I'm spacing the author's name. Aaron Craig? No. Julia Fine? I don't know. I'll put the picture here. But anyways, I did pick that up. I picked it up in October, I think, and I expected it to be a more whimsical, witchy book, and it really wasn't. It was, I think I ended up giving it like 2 stars. It was a book about a girl whose touch could kill you and or bring you back to life, and her father goes missing, and so she's searching all over to find out where he was because she doesn't know people. Like, she knows like one other person, and this person dies and she ends up meeting this person's nephew, and they go on the adventure to find her missing father. Sounds really good when I talk about it, but the execution of it was just kind of dull. So, but at least now I'm 2 out of 10. The next book I wanted to get to was The Institute by Stephen King, and a lot of people said really good things about this one. Moving forward, I don't think I'm gonna read any more Stephen King. I think maybe there's like one more I might want to try, the Colorado Kid maybe. I don't know. I feel like I keep reading his books, and really the only one I have wholeheartedly loved was Pet Sematary, and I just find that there's just so much, there's so many issues with his books, and they're problematic, and they're way too long, way longer than they need to be. That's one of the main reasons I didn't pick up The Institute. And just after reading The Shining, I think I'm gonna have to pull the plug and be done with Mr. King. If you love him, that's great, but I might read him again, but my camera battery died. So as I was saying, I might read King again, I might not. We'll see. It depends. The 9th book on this list is The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chachki, and this is a heist novel set in Paris, and it is multiple POVs. This book I tried maybe like two times. I ended up DNFing it. The story just did not stick at all. Nothing stuck. I couldn't remember a single thing, couldn't differentiate the characters or anything like that, and I made it like 75% through this novel and decided to DNF. And I don't know if I'll pick it up again. We'll see, because I loved Roshani's debut novel, but at least I did read it, most of it. I tried. Then the final book on this list will come as to no surprise of why I didn't accomplish it, and that is Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. And that's because this is a beast of a novel, and I didn't have it in me to do it. I even checked it out digitally from the library so that I could read physically and then read in the dark sometimes at night on my on my Kindle app on my phone, but I couldn't do it. And this is a one and done like fantasy novel, so it like should be easy to convince yourself to do it, but like it's not, and it's about dragons. So I know there's a female rep in here, which is another reason I wanted to pick it up, but I didn't. I really hope to get to this one soon though, because I know Chloe really liked it when she read it, and I know a lot of other people like it too. So I don't know, hopefully soon. We'll see. That is the top 10 books I failed to read in 2019, recapping if I read in 2020. I read 3 out of the 10, which is not even half, so big failure. Well, I did kind of read Digg, but I didn't finish it. But anyways, sometimes I can be really hard on myself about these goals, but I'm not gonna do that. Like, I didn't accomplish this list. Many people didn't accomplish many lists this year. It was a tough one for everybody, so I'm just glad with the books that I did read. I do have my 20 for 20 list that I'm going to talk about as well, so you can check that out and see if I accomplished that list. I'm also going to be doing a 15 books I want to read in 2021. Now, this isn't a goal. I'm just setting my intentions, because I feel like that just sounds better. Like, I'm setting my intentions. I have good intentions, but if I don't accomplish it, I'm not a failure. So that's how I'm gonna move into the new year. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video. If you made it to the end, leave me a chef emoji, because I'm wearing my Minnie Mouse chef jersey. So yeah, thought that would be fun. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day.